NCIA's Youth in Transition School is a full-day special education school. We serve students from every school system in the state of Maryland. One of the most important aspects, in addition to the individual needs as identified in their individual educational plan, is that we focus in providing vocational training. All of our vocational programs are predicated on entry-level job skills so that our students upon graduation have a clear opportunity to move into gainful employment.
I'm the Horticulture Program Director here at Youth in Transition School. And over the past 3 years, we've been developing a program for our students, a vocational program for our students to make a transition from school to work. We've been developing such a program that can really engage our students and give them an opportunity to have a portfolio that they can share with future employment prospects. Our students will be trained for basic entry-level positions in the different fields of landscape management, greenhouse management, lawn maintenance. They could also be working in a floral design shop with basic skills to make bouquets and arrangements. And once they enter into such a position, they will have the opportunity at their employment location to grow into management positions.
We actually have a 45-foot long greenhouse and an outside garden where the students learn how to plant, fertilize, water, take care, grow, prune, not only plants in a vegetable garden, but also trees and shrubs and flowers.
The greenhouse is very useful for starting plants early to then transplant them later into the garden. We also have a hydroponic system in the greenhouse, so we can teach you a little bit about the hydroponic growth of plants. The greenhouse also houses a lot of our house plants, and we propagate plants there. We do division and cutting the plants in pieces and teach how plants can be propagated. So the greenhouse is very useful for that. Through creating even a small garden, we can teach the students many of the basic principles of gardening, fertilizing and composting, and rebuilding the soil, pest control. All these different things are used in a small scale in the garden and can be used in a larger way if you go into farming in a bigger sense.
Another program, of course, of huge interest is our building maintenance program. There we teach a little bit of carpentry, a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of electrical work, but again at the job entry level, so that students upon graduation are prepared to enter into the employment area.
The goal of the program is to design to get them to improve upon their employability skills, as well as build on the content skills like reading and math. The thing is, the math is all presented under that particular trade skill.
We basically give the students the basics they need to pursue a career in any one of the trades. We
go from carpentry in the beginning of the year to doing some plumbing. We'll touch on things like, while we're doing carpentry, we'll touch on things like roofing, and we'll touch on subjects like drywall installation and painting.
We're working on the electricity trade now. We're in the process of wiring electrical from the greenhouse, which is through the horticulture project, over to our shed. So the kids are learning how to strip, cut, wire, splice, basically everything you need to learn to connect wires from a breaker box to an actual circuit box.
And what the students are doing are wiring different configurations, wiring the switches and the outlets and eventually the light fixtures and different electrical configurations. Another thing that the building maintenance program has done, just started last year on it, and I hope to continue on with this year, is that we have built a 10 by 14 foot shed in the back. And what we have done is we're using this shed as an outside laboratory. We've installed plumbing, we've installed electrical, and this gives the students a chance to actually actually do the work on site rather than in the classroom itself.
In the barbering program, it includes a theory portion and a practical portion. The theory portion contains things about how to manage business, about professional image, and there's even a section on how to study. That's one of the first chapters, how to study. After that, the student gets into learning a little bit about chemistry, anatomy, electricity.
We do a lot of practical work, haircuts, facials, perms, shampoo sets, things of that nature. Just the tools that they're going to need to be effective in society.
I would think that what sets this program apart from other schools is that this program doesn't try to rush the student through. It gives them time to learn.
The barbering program, as far as I know, is one of the very few programs in the state of Maryland where a special education student can attend and receive the training, and if they pass that state examination, do receive a license to be a licensed barber.
It's not a requirement that all students take the barbering exam, but there are those that come in specifically because they want to take the state barber exam. And for those children, I work harder to prepare them for the exam. Some of them come in and depending on when they graduate, usually most children, young adults that come in here, they're graduating in about 2 years or so. And I have 2 years to work with them, or 3, depending on the student, to work with them and get them prepared for the exam.
We've had 3 kids who have taken their barber's test and gone on and gotten their license. We have another gentleman, Harry Green, who is in the process of taking his test to get his license. So, it's just basically kids getting to fulfill their dreams.
I'm going to get my barber license next month to take my test for my barber license. And once I finish school, graduate from here, from YT, I'll be going to work in a barber shop out DC while I'm in college. And I can be cutting hair on campus and making extra money.
As a whole, I've seen the school grow because they take ideas from the staff as far as how the classroom is evolving and what the children need as far as incentives to get them involved in learning and coming to class and doing the things that they need to do.
YT is preparing me for graduation because I'm getting 2 trades at the same time.
YIT and NCIA as an institution, I believe in what they're doing. They're doing a good job at it.
We celebrate their successes. Whether it's a student passing the barbering exam and now they're a licensed barber, or if it's a student harvesting the crop in the garden, or a student preparing a meal in the culinary arts program. That celebration is an ongoing feature in the Youth in Transition School. All of our students have the opportunity to earn credits toward graduation, and once they graduate, do receive a high school diploma. So we're focusing on academic skills, as any school would do, okay? Earning credits toward graduation, but including vocational training at the same time, so that upon graduation, you're also trained to move into an entry-level position so that you can support yourself and your family.